I'm back, been around the world. Today I'm not talking about movement. Today I want to talk about accountability partners. And when we normally associate with accountability partners, we use that word synonymous with people that you work out with, and those are the kinds of people that hold you accountable for training, nutrition, things like that. That's common because these are people that, you know, have the kind of same mindset. If you're the bodybuilding guy, you have bodybuilding buddies and you kind of connect that way, and you reach out to them and you find yourselves training with them. Or if you're a CrossFitter, you find other people that do what you do at the gym, and you go work out with them and you connect and you find times to work out with. That is the common one because simply you're like-minded. You have the same philosophical approach about training, so there's usually not a lot of tension. And for the most part, with a good workout buddy, that type of accountability is fantastic. But life gets in the way sometimes, and you lose that accountability partner. So there are other forms of accountability partners I want to talk about. But before I get ahead of myself, I just want you to recognize that you have never accomplished anything great in your life without other people. We've done a lot of work. We have grinded and hustled really hard. I myself have done so much by myself to get this company going, but never did I believe that I was doing it on my own. There was always some help along the way, some of it by fate, some of it through just pure honesty and like, hey, I need your help. Can you help me? So I've recognized for a really long time that people have been in my life helping me and holding me accountable. And what I wanted to offer today with this is that don't get stuck with one kind of mindset of accountability, because there's so many opportunity for people to hold us accountable with whatever it is we're looking to do in our lives. For me, I'm a fitness expert, right? So I'm selling accountability and how that can help transfer into making you a fitter, happier, healthier human being. Going back to what I said, workout buddies are most common, but that's one of 5. Number 2 would be your spouse or partner. I've been on a diet, and I've been open about this for over 35 days. I've lost 10 pounds, but I started the diet with my wife at the same time, though we started for different reasons. And that's really important because when you're doing something with your spouse, I don't necessarily think you have to do it for the same reasons, but why you do it must connect with you enough to be committed to that reason, as somebody else is committed to their reason for doing something. Otherwise, you're always going to feel, especially with your partner, which can be really sensitive and can leak into your personal life, is you want to work together with this, right? It's the reason why you got married is the reason why you're in a partnership in the first place, that you believe that you are better and stronger as a person when you're connected with another person, that 2 are better than 1, that when you're back to back, you can protect each other. When one person's down, the other one's there to lift them up, and that is the unity and the beauty of why we're in partnerships and marriages. So, but to do that, there is a trust and that you need to have with your partner, that you are doing, like, what you guys are doing together are for their own good. And that's really important because these can be really sensitive situations where, like, we're on a diet and, you know, she's eating McDonald's and I'm trying to eat a salad, right? There can be some tension there, right? And so we have to be better communicators to ensure that we're on the ride together for that. And I've also been open that by doing this together with my wife for the first time since we've been married, is that it has actually made us stronger, because we've had to be open and honest about our struggles, about, you know, how the diet is going, and asking each other, you know, how the progress is going, or talking about, hey, what are the meals we want to put together this week. It's done a lot for us in connecting in ways that we weren't before. So take advantage of that if you have a spouse or a partner in your life that you want to, and you're looking for someone to hold you accountable. The other one is work. Work consumes a huge part of our life, and if there's anyone that can hold us accountable, it's somebody at work. And the reason for that is they just know you. They know what your struggles are. They can understand them because they're in it with you. And two, it's just where a lot of people self-sabotage their success when it comes to a health or a lifestyle approach to health. And that's because, with work is very stressful as it is. It's what's built into work, right? Trying to do more with the same amount of time, right? That's what employers push. Maybe your lunch is inconsistent, so you tend to find yourself eating out more often, or you're in an organization that brings fast food a lot or has donuts in the morning every single day. So sometimes it's not really conducive. Those atmospheres are not really conducive to what you're trying to do from a dieting standpoint. So finding an accountability partner at work can be huge. It can be crucial because you guys are on the same page. You guys are going through the same struggles together. And honestly, it's where you spend most of your life. It's where you're going to spend most of your life. So it's an easy one to kind of put together when it comes to where can I find accountability partner that's going to support what I'm trying to do. Number 4, with the day of social media, with the era of social media that we live in, it's going to be online support groups. These are the ease of access, the ease of communication, the pure honesty sometimes that you'll get from somebody behind a computer that you might not even know but is part of the same support group is phenomenal. I'm a part of a dozen different support groups online for different things, and it's allowed me to learn much faster and really answer some of the deep questions that I have that I probably would have learned, but a lot slower if I were trying to do it by myself. So, if you're on Facebook, find, at the top of the search bar, what kind of group are you looking for? Name the group. I can guarantee you it's online. And that's a really great one because, you're constantly being notified through certain comments or posts within that forum. And it's where you can really live that, like creating the lifestyle, because it's something that you're constantly interacting with on a daily basis. And I ended up making friends that way as well. So it's a pretty neat ecosystem that's built in there on Facebook or Reddit, or there's a dozen different platforms you can choose from. And the last but not least, I don't think it's so obvious, but I think it's the most powerful accountability partner you have, and that's yourself. Ultimately, there has to be a deep reason why you're trying to set a goal and to go for that. And it has to be deep inside yourself. And 2, you truly have to believe that you can do it, right? When someone comes to me and they recognize they have to lose 50 pounds, it is hard, man. It's a hard reality to come through that. How did you get to that point? What is it going to take to lose those 50 pounds? And do you have the confidence, the patience, and the grit just to go through that process? And you have to truly constantly remind yourself that you are worth it. And everything we do here at our facility has absolutely nothing to do with getting people 8-packs, and nothing whatsoever. Most of the people that come in here, if you think about this idea, most people believe, especially when they're starting a new program, they believe simply that by doing this style of training, that they will get results that will make them look better. But that's not the end goal. They believe that by looking better and feeling better and doing things they couldn't accomplish, they would be happier human beings, right? That it would make them happier. But if someone comes through this program, gets the 8-pack that they thought was going to make them happy, but they became miserable in the process, they did it ass backwards, right? That we recognize that a program this intense and this challenging will get you results, but that's not the goal. We want to create people that can endure time, and we call that lifelong fitness. And to be able to do that, you can't be, this individual, we see them all the time, that come in for 3 months. They think that this was going to be easy and that they were going to get all the results they wanted in 3 months, and they don't get it. and then they leave, right? And those people just keep hopping around fitness programs. Those aren't the people that I'm searching for. I want people to recognize that, like, there is going to be some struggle. You are going to have some setbacks. You are going to have to dig deep inside yourself every single day. And those type of people really have to self-reflect constantly, right? They have to dig within themselves, and they got to hold themselves accountable. And those are the people that I love to work with, because I've helped them, I've been accountable to them to get them through that process, and I'm grateful for that. And that's one of the things that I take most pride in, is just being a part of that journey. People thank me all the time for being their coach, or creating the atmosphere that I've done here, but I haven't really done anything. Because ultimately they were the ones who had to get up every morning. They were the ones who had to show up for class. They were the ones who had to lift the weight, not me. All I did was guide them. And I try to sell that to them a lot, because we are all we have ultimately. We are the ones who have to deal with our own thoughts and judgments, and work through that process together. That you want to be able to hold yourself accountable as well. So I know that's a lot going on there, but we have various. I want you to think outside the box when people start talking about accountability partners. It's just not your workout buddy. It can be your spouse, your partner. It can be the people that you work with. It can be in the online social platforms. But most importantly, what matters most in life is that you hold yourself accountable, and you be proud for who you are and what you're trying to do in your own life. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.